Well, we are out on one of our extra rides this week to try and get healthier, lose a little bit of weight. And but I thought I'd bring you guys along, let you see how it's going, and we will go ahead and get into one other thing too. So stick around. Well, hello again, Internet. Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, this is one of my through the week rides. We're going to try and make sure we make it about 10 miles. I'm actually recording my rides, checking the specs on them, but then I'm turning them into routes so that I don't know 12-mile ride, 13-mile ride, how long every ride is. It's just, I don't know. I guess I'm a computer nerd because I never knew nothing about them for a while. But anyway. But we're out on one of our extras. We've been about a week on this. I don't know how much for sure that I've lost exactly, but it's somewhere between 5 and 8 pounds, something like that. So that's pretty good, I would say. But the first 5 to 10 pounds is always easy to lose. So we'll see how that continues. But we've been, like I said, we've been making sure that we get out there and get some riding in. And so that's exactly what we're doing. I almost brought my fat tire bike today, and no, I would not knock it down to 0 watts. Not that heavy, non-rolling thing. But I'm back on the track. And hey, speaking of that, let's switch out this camera angle here real quick. So we got that done. It will be interesting to see how things pan out today because it doesn't look like my battery pack is charging my camera. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. We'll see. We'll find out when it's all said and done. But where was we at there? Oh, yeah, that first week, it's pretty easy to lose weight. We'll see what happens as a couple of weeks go on. Maybe it'll pan out good. Maybe not so good. But what else are we going to talk about? Well, I'll tell you, let's talk about building your own e-bike. That's what I've done with this Trek bike right here. And I thought today I would give you 5 good reasons to consider building your own e-bike. All right. So, reason number 1. You're going to start with exactly the type of bike that's comfortable for you. You're not going to have to compromise on, we're going to cut right here for just a second. I'm going to pull over and put my lights on because I forgot to do that. So let me just go ahead and pop them things on. Well, I'll keep y'all with me. I'm not going to cut that out. But we'll take a little peek at my bike while we're at it. I chose the exact bike that I wanted to choose as a donor bike, so to speak, for this project. And that is the Trek Marlin 7, was the one that I chose. And would I choose the same bike again? I might go for a little different bike on the next one. But it was exactly what I wanted at the time. So, and you end up with exactly what you want. I'm thinking as I'm doing more off-road, I wouldn't mind having something with full suspension. And this is a hardtail. The Marlin 7 is a hardtail, so I may have to end up, but that's not because I didn't start with what I wanted. That was because my what I wanted has changed since then. So, yeah. So you're going to start with what you want. You're going to end up with what you want. Now, I've got a mid-drive on here, and you know I preach and preach and preach. Mid-drive, man. Mid-drive is the way to go. Well, you don't have to do a mid-drive. You could do a rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive for that matter. You know, you could put hub drives on your own kit. There would be no problem with that. But you start with what you want and you end with what you want. You know, that was a research that I did on this, and it panned out, and you guys know I really like this bike. All right, what's some other reasons? Well, I can tell you for the amount of money you put into it, you're probably going to have the bang for the buck. You're probably going to have a better quality for less money than what you would have to spend to buy an equivalent e-bike. Especially if you have a bike that you already like, then you're going to come out a lot cheaper that way. No question about that. So, what else? That's start with what you want, end with what you want. The cost on it. How about some of you guys out there that are mechanically inclined? This is actually, and especially if you already have another bike to ride. I don't know why that thing was turned up so high. My pedal assist was up to 4 out of 9. I don't need it up that high for these rides. A build like this actually is something I really enjoy doing. And so, yeah, that's if you like tinkering around with stuff and getting things just the way you want them, that is a great project to embark on. I'm gonna throw a caveat in there though. If you're in a hurry to get something, well, you're going to have some patience, because you might need some spacers and you have to go and order them, and so they don't come in until the next day and some things like that. But if you've already got something that you're riding, when I built this, I already had a bike that I was riding. And so, you know, I wasn't in no extreme hurry to get it done. So that works out pretty good. What else would be an advantage? Well, I can tell you, you're going to have something unique. I have never seen a Trek Marlin 7, kind of bend the camera down here, e-bike like mine. Not seen a single one yet. And so I did see one other Trek Marlin 7 out on some mountain bike trails one day, but it wasn't an e-bike, and I think it was a different generation, or I'm not sure. It was a Trek Marlin. I think it might have been a 5, not a 7. But yeah, you're going to end up with something very, very unique, very unique. Of course, as a side benefit, you know, we just did some videos about fast e-bikes and e-bikes on bike paths and all that stuff. You know, people don't even really realize I'm riding an e-bike. You can see the battery on there, you can see the motor, but you have to kind of look to see that it's there. It's not standing out as, hey, here's an e-bike. So that's just, I don't even count that as an advantage. That's just a little extra bonus that comes along with it. So yeah, I thought I'd put out the top 5 reasons that maybe you should consider building your own e-bike. You want to start with exactly what you want. You're going to end with what you want. You're going to probably spend less money to get the equivalent if you were to go out and buy a ready-built e-bike. It's going to be a great project for you to work on. and it's going to be absolutely unique. You're going to completely make it your own. No question about that. And so, yeah, I think that's going to wrap that part up. But and then the exercising, you know, these routes, well, I'm kind of excited about it. I'm kind of excited. This is late January now, I guess, or mid-January, I don't know, something like that. I don't even remember what the date is right now. It's not in my top bar on my phone. But anyway, you know, like I said, we've lost 5 to 10 pounds, 5 to 8 pounds, something like that in the first week. So I'm kind of excited about that. I am hoping when I have that, my treatments for the cancer stuff next month, that's a 3-week process. I'm hoping I can at least get my rides in through the week, because I'm really out here enjoying these rides. I kind of like, see now here we are, we're going downhill, and so, but you know, I kind of like the fact that I need to get standing up. I don't need to, but I do, to get this thing rolling instead of using the motor. And I think it's doing me some good. So, hey, just wanted to give you guys an update. That's going to wrap it up. So, till the next one, hey, this is Southern E-Biking telling you, stay safe, God bless, and keep the wheels rolling. Once again, we're out.